interject, we're fine. Thanks.
You got the ball. Welcome.
Before I say anything, I want to say this is such a tremendous change from yesterday. You're here. Yesterday, your face was frozen. Yesterday, your right hand was out here, so it was like what Dr. Moss is talking about, kind of that triangle. You had, and you know, you actually showed some one moment of joy in there. Okay. I think you could show more moments of joy. Okay. The one thing that is difficult, you got your head down quite a bit, okay?
Yeah.
And you're not even looking at the scores, so you know this. I would at least get your head up a little bit because you're looking out the tops of your eye sockets at them. And every once in a while, that kind of look is like, what just happened? And that's not what you're meaning, okay?
Right.
So look at you right now. I mean, even as you got up and said something, you had this wonderful smile in your face. And your eyes, when you do this, people only see the bottom of you know. And so just up a little bit more, you know. And I think you can do that. So try that again. Another thing that I'm going to get picky now.
Yeah.
You're conducting as much with your shoulders and your head, you know, just like we have a sportscaster back in Denver that he always has these bobbleheads, you know, and so you kind of, and it's a little bit, I mean, it's part of his shtick, but you're moving too much, you know. Is this something goes,
Yeah.
that's in a way what you're showing,
Okay.
okay? The easy way to do that is just try to keep shoulders back.
Okay.
Okay? That actually keeps your head back. It's kind of hard to have your shoulders back and your head down.
Yeah.
Okay? So can you start this again? And we'll probably jump ahead to this so we can get to the vivace.
Sure.
But I have to say, what an incredible change and improvement over yesterday. Okay? So now that I know you can do that, let's make these changes.
Great.
Okay?
Can I ask one last
Sure.
comment? Bear in mind, Stephen, your eye contact is so much better than it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Bob was saying, you're out of the score, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
But be careful, it's just something to bear in mind. It's good to make eye contact with your players,
Yeah.
but don't stare at one person for like 8 months, okay? Because
Yeah.
then they start to get creeped out.
Yeah.
And it's easy because, again, we're thinking about the music, we almost forget that we're doing that, but you can really make somebody feel self-conscious,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So, make sure that you're looking
Yeah.
around, that you're looking at
Yeah.
people in the section, and if you have multiple instruments playing the same part, make sure you're looking at those other parts.
Great.
But just something else to think.
Okay,
As
thank
if
you.
you needed one more thing to think.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, thank you. Okay, beginning?
Give me, we're talking, one word to describe all the music before Vivace.
I think light and plaintive, sort of grandmother singing to her granddaughter and teaching her this lovely poem.
Okay, that was 15 words.
Sorry.
But that's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really kind of, that's kind of a nice vision, okay? So give me one word now.
Plaintive.
Plaintive, okay? Good word. Yeah, I think it's terrific. Vivace, what's the new word for Vivace?
One word, spirited, playful.
But I really like the spirit, okay?
Yeah.
I think you could be more spirited, and your downbeat was not a whole lot different.
Yeah,
And this is 180 from the beginning,
yeah,
okay? So, and I will tell you from experience, that person back there, unless you give it to him, is gonna miss.
yeah,
Okay? They've been sitting there, and they've been worrying about, where do I hit this, you know? They've been
Yeah.
thinking about all that because they're hearing,
Yeah.
or they could be, gosh, that's so nice, and all of a sudden, they've missed it,
yeah,
okay? So you need to have eyes, and you need to go, you know, it's like, it's you,
yeah,
and be unafraid to do that.
Yeah.
And so just that change shows the dichotomy of these variations. And you can do that because again, you're doing so much better than yesterday. So be out of your comfort zone. You were doing it. I love the fact that you kept remembering, and you do one bar of kind of bouncing, and then you go up, another bar, and go up. And so you were thinking that, and that's hard to do because we're actually to make some changes. But right here, if nothing else, you need to go. Okay? Right? Do, dee 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 da da da.
okay. 3 before the vivace.
I actually think you can set that up, and you don't want too much dee 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 da da da, and move that ahead. I think your release can also be wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would take that release again. What I was saying earlier, this is a dangerous piece because each the theme we've just had, each variation can almost stand on their own. And people that don't know can start clapping, okay? So you want probably less time. And we have to make this decision about a lot of music, Sometimes suites, Pulse First Suite is supposed to be played with that break between movements, okay? That's the way he indicated that his daughter in the book said, this is the way Father wanted this piece to be. They can stand on their own. But this especially, because that's really kind of beautiful, and you did a great job at that. So people go, so yeah, and then all of a sudden it needs to be moving. So, dee, 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 da, da, dee. That was too much, Dee, 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 da, da, dee. Okay, just immediately you switch gears, okay? Try that.
Great.
Same place again, 3 from D.
Great. Thank you.
There were some entrances that weren't confident,
Yeah.
okay? This is a great one to think about, that musical inertia, these 5-bar phrases, okay? And once they get going, it's really kind of hard to stop them because they want to finish out that phrase, okay?
Yeah.
So you really, if you could focus on the new folks coming in and tracing that, but especially the dee, 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 they need you just a little bit more, okay?
Yeah.
And so, even the 2 bars before that, you can get smaller, even though the sound didn't change, and then
Yeah.
to give them something to let them know that this is their entrance, because it kind of went dee, dee, dee instead of dee. All right. Start this again. By the way, that was much better what you gave back there. Much
Okay.
better. So start from there. Actually, do the fermata and then go ahead.
Okay. So just the final chord for the vivace. Great.
Talking to you to do that because it kind of took you out of where things were and you had to look down. So that's my fault, okay? But a little bit more like that really brought them in cleaner, okay? Because they need that. Talked about fermatas, I can't remember who was this morning, and just that kind of little bit of motion. I think you could do that because you're pretty static right there, and just a little bit of motion. Okay, that keeps the intensity going through that. Would you be more comfortable starting 3 before the vivace, maybe?
Sure.
Okay, you call it. You're the boss.
Okay, great. 3 or 4.
I'm sorry, just wanted to talk to you before
Sure.
you do this. We've done it a couple of times. Dr. Belser talked about the quality of that downbeat at the beginning of the vivace.
Yeah.
Think about the upbeat, okay? Because I think the quality is not changing until you get to that downbeat.
Yeah.
And you have to anticipate that,
Yeah.
right? So part of this energy is going to come from the way that you draw the baton up and bring it down.
Yeah.
So make sure you're in that new mode boom, okay? And he was showing you that, but you're still, I think, thinking about it like a
Yeah.
player. You're thinking
Yeah.
about it after it starts.
Yeah.
You've got to
Yeah.
show them how it's going to happen before it happens. All right?
Okay, thank you. So I'm 3 before the Vace.
You made an immediate change. You showed it quite well, okay? There's one, I would just say there's one dangerous place is before that last phrase, is it 68? I can't remember the number that I'm looking at this for. Right before there, they can almost use a release of all the, then you go, you know, when it has the 3-part canon in there. That might just be a place that could use just a hint of closing it off. But let's not do that. Let's start whatever your last number is, and let you get into the Larghetto.
Sure. 68, please. Thank you. 6-8.
Excuse me. Were you happy with that?
No.
What specifically were you unhappiest about?
Just, I was concentrating too much on the
No, I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
I'm talking about what you.
Okay, more warmth in the downbeat and more lightness in the second and third beat.
Yeah. See what you can do. And it wasn't, did you like the fronts of the notes?
Softer, warmer fronts
Okay.
than notes.
Okay, so what would you say to them in a positive way?
Yeah. I would love more of a legato approach to the beginning of the note, more velvety beginning to the note. Larghetto.
We've only got about 30 seconds.
Yeah. Same spot, please, Larghetto.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry to harp on this point, but
No.
the dynamic in the first bar is
Mezzo, I'm trying to resist mezzo piano,
mezzo forte.
Mezzo forte.
And then in the third measure, what is it?
piano.
I mean, this is such a cool effect.
Yeah.
and So many people totally overlook it.
Yeah,
But I think it's worth pursuing.
okay,
so.
great, yeah. Okay, Largetta?
The Times are back there is assassinating us again, so.
Yeah.
Broke down to the class.
Yeah, but I know this is the end to our day. Thank you
Did-
so much.
Your difference.
I did more.
They played it.
Yeah.
What I told him to do quietly is just be more horizontal, and he was, and you reacted, even the oboe solo, because once you get going, you can just forget about it, or you should be able to forget about it. But because he was, it stretched things out even more, and so you did well. Very well done.